This is He Knows Everything, bringing you that heat and that fire. We keeping the foot on the what? On the Neeks. We keeping the foot on the what? On the Neeks. Let's talk about it. Okay. Virgil Hunter. You see his rabbit ass in the background. He's telling Errol Spence, don't play with your life. Translation. What he's basically saying is, I operate in the matrix. I operate in an illusion. I operate in the fact that we have to prop up the chihuahua barking behind the damn fence. We have to make him look like he's on big dog status. So you guys have to see the buffoonery. You have to see the nonsense. And you have to see everything that's associated, appropriated, and abbreviated behind this, what we call bullshit and fuck shit. Spence versus Crawford. The first fight is not a real fight. It's a scripted WWE fight. If you want to understand what scripted and WWE looks like, go and watch wrestling. And when I say wrestling, I'm talking about if you smell what The Rock is cooking, shit like that. Or if you want to see Stone Cold Steve Austin and, his aneurysms and his diatribes of, basically telling you to go fuck yourself, basically. You need to pay attention to those things. Because the scripted variation, the scripted aspect, the scripted association behind it is as simple as this. These things are what we call scripts. They're a storyline. They're there to thoroughly enthuse you, thoroughly entertain you, thoroughly give you the impression that it is something but lacking the fullness thereof. Let me say it again. Thoroughly give you the impression that it is something, but in actuality it's lacking the fullness thereof. Terence Crawford has never had a turtleback. I know this to be true because I lift fucking weights. I have a turtleback. How the fuck does Terence Crawford all of a sudden have a turtleback unless he's on PEDs? You don't get a turtleback naturally unless you've been putting in work for fucking years. I've been putting in work for years. You guys see my body. You see my body transformation. You guys have seen the way I look on, I've sent pictures, whether it's through community posts, whether if I've done shorts, whether I've done videos. You guys have seen it. This is years and years and years of work when you're doing it naturally.
Go ahead, he knows.
When you're doing it organically. But when you're on PEDs, when you're on Snac, look at Virgil Hunter's hat in the background. It's the things that make you say, It's the things that make you say, Who is he advertising? Ironically, who's he advertising? He's advertising Victor Conte Snac. Snac is the PEDs that they can't detect. What I said was so deep and profound. So hear me, motherfucking well. That needs to marinate in your corpus callosum. It needs to marinate in your medulla oblongata. It needs to marinate in your cerebellum. Remember, your cerebellum is to help with your motor skills and your ability to effectively and reasonably think. If your motor skills are intact, if you're effectively and reasonably thinking, then you would see that Snac is performance enhancement drugs that is undetectable. See, Victor Conte done got smart after doing some time, after realizing that he got caught in Balco, after realizing that he got caught with biogenesis and LeBron James. He said, you know what? With all of these fines that I had to pay with Barry Bonds, with all of these fines that I had to pay with A-Rod, with all of these fines that I had to pay that was associated with performance enhancement drugs, I need to get a performance enhancement drug that is undetectable. I know this to be true because I'm a bodybuilder, but I'm a natural bodybuilder. And when I say natural to the sense that I don't take shit. There's guys that think that they can still take shit and they think that they're natural. No, I don't take shit at all. Like, I'm natural to the core. Intermittent fasting, food, sleeping, these are, and supplements, and i.e. vitamins and minerals. These are what I take. So natural to the core, as natural as it gets. All hard work and dedication. But I'm going to tell you something. There's guys in the bodybuilding community. There's guys that are high sport athletes. There are guys that are in the highest levels of athletic performance. They've revolutionized performance enhancement drugs. They've revolutionized PEDs to the level to where you can't detect shit. And I'm telling you this. There was this recent bodybuilder that died. He's damn near wasn't even 32 years old. And he was taking HGH cycles. And the cycles that he was taking was within what we call regulated levels. See, when something is in regulated levels, it will not basically what we would say be a red alert. It won't be a radar. See, Victor Conte understands that. So if Victor Conte gives you Snac, that's not going to be a red alert or a radar against the VADA system, against the USADA system. He can performancely enhance you with a drug that's undetectable. This is going over the Rudy Poo and the Plum Plum Brains heads. This is going over the Classic Dope and the Troglodytes heads. This is going over the ultra fanboys with the ultra fanboy rhetoric heads. The real G's, the super real G's, and the ultimate real G's out here in these boxing streets, they're going to get the message. Because when it's all said and done, ironically, do you see Virgil Hunter is promoting the very company that used Terence Crawford and enhanced him, bulked him up. Terence Crawford's never been this bulky. Terence Crawford's never been the same size as Errol Spence. It's the things that make you say, It's the things that make you say, I'm taking y'all motherfuckers to school, man. I don't know if y'all understand, but y'all need to get the notepads out and get to the damn scribbling. And the scribbling that you need to get down, get the notepads out and get to the scribbling is as simple as this. That in its most cold-hearted, unadulterated, and cutthroat truth-telling fashion, Terence Crawford was able to be performancely enhanced and drugged. This was the only way that he was going to stop Errol Spence. This was the only way his punching resistance was going to create damage. Because if you look at the previous fights, Terence Crawford went tooth and nail with fighters that had nowhere near the durability of Errol Spence, nowhere near the body of Errol Spence, nowhere near the built 2-4 tough, too damn durable and too big like Errol Spence. So all of a sudden he could stop this guy. All of a sudden they're telling you that Errol Spence suffered from car crashes. You see what they're doing? You see how they're neurally linguistic programming you? When he fought Dennis Ugas, did we talk about his face having an accident issue? Wasn't Dennis Ugas touching him in the face? Wasn't Dennis Ugas hitting him with shots? Didn't Dennis Ugas hit him with a shot that made his mouthpiece go out? But did his face swell up? It's the things that make you say, Didn't he fight Danny Garcia? Didn't Danny Garcia hit him with some good shots in the face? And this was freshly out of the car crash. If there was anybody that was supposed to show you basically his face swelling up, it was supposed to be Danny Garcia. Did you guys see that? It's the things that make you say, But see what they want to tell you.
Go ahead.
In its most bullshitty, in its most fuck shittery, and in its most understandably aspect is as simple as this. That when it's all said and done, they want you to believe the illusion. They want you to believe the Matrix. Nobody was checking for Terence Crawford. He couldn't sell a chicken dinner, let alone a cookout. But all of a sudden, Terence Crawford is the talk of town. All of a sudden, he's the #1 pound for pound. Let me say it again. All of a sudden, he's the talk of town. All of a sudden, he's the #1 pound for pound. If this does not smell fishy to you, if this is not suspect behavior, then I don't know what is. See, sometimes you guys have to sit back, think about these scenarios, and ask yourself, why have a bilateral contract? Why have Jermell Charlo? See, I'm going to piece it up in the next video. But why have Jermell Charlo fight Canelo Alvarez? Because we know Jermell Charlo is going to vacate 154, which is going to set up who? Errol Spence and Terence Crawford at 154. Do you guys not see the WWE scripted bilateral? Do you guys not see the trilogy? That's the cold-hearted. That's the unadulterated. That's the cutthroat truth-telling fashion. I keeps the foot on the whoop on the Knicks. I keeps the foot on the whoop on the Knicks. This is HeKnowsEverything.